United Arab Emirates President accepts state's invitation visit to Nigeria. Nigeria recalibrates strategies to combat Lassa fever. Activates new Lassa coalition and governing entity. Government concludes arrangements for awarding contracts for rehabilitation of the Abuja-Kaduna Highway. Hello and thank you for joining us on the news at 11 on NEWS24. I am Charles Alpha. United Arab Emirates President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan has accepted Nigerian President Bola Tinubu's invitation to visit Nigeria this year. The Nigerian leader invited him during their bilateral talks on the sideline of the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week 2025. A statement by Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, notes that the UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan thanked the Nigerian leader for the invitation. The two leaders also explored attracting investment into Nigeria. President Tinubu reaffirmed that his government's economic reforms are yielding fruits and called on the UAE to partner with Nigeria to develop the economy. The Nigerian leader said the reforms had stabilized and grown the economy, encouraging foreign investors, including international oil companies, announcing billion-dollar investment, signaling renewed confidence in doing business with Africa's most populous nation. President Bola Tinubu has congratulated Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Director General of the World Trade Organization, Mr. Fola Diola, co-founder of Guarantee Trusts Bank PLC, and Mr. Kola Additional, the Managing Director of Sahara Power Group, on the well-deserved conferment of honorary doctorate degrees by the University of Lagos. The university recognized Dr. Okonjo-Iweala for her trailblazing in the first African women to lead the World Trade Organization and for introducing significant reforms in Nigeria's financial sector. It honored Mr. Adiola for his pioneering role in the Nigerian banking sector, and for founding the Faith Foundation, an NGO mentoring young Nigerian entrepreneurs through trading and loans. Mr. Adeshina, an alumnus of the university, was recognized for his innovative contributions to the energy industry. Adeshina is the Group Managing Director of Sahara Power Group, an energy and infrastructure organization with operations in 42 countries. The three distinguished Nigerians were awarded a Doctor of Science honorary degree by the university at its 55th convocation on January 16. A statement by Special Advisor to the President, Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, says President Tinubu admires these exceptional Nigerians who have excelled in their careers and are role models for the nation's youth. The President praises the three Nigerian icons, saying they deserve recognition for their pursuit of excellence, hard work, and invaluable contributions to the nation's economic development. All arrangements for re-awarding contract for the rehabilitation of the Abuja-Kaduna Section 1 has been concluded. When approved by the Federal Executive Council, the reconstruction will leverage its fund from the Renewed Hope Infrastructure Fund. Minister of Works David Umahi promised to deliver the road work within 14 months. And Saliu Abdullahi Banara reports.
Section 1 of the Kaduna-Abuja Highway has been the most difficult for commuters along the 360-kilometer stretch of the Abuja-Kaduna-Kano Highway. Though a recent repairs by the Renewed Hope movement has reduced significantly the stressful journey of the section under review. With a successful bidding, the Bureau of Public Procurement approved the sum of 252 billion 89 million naira for a new contractor to take over.
So we strongly believe that the detailed explanation presented here today will bring to an end the politics of this project. We want the public to hold us responsible for the goals we have set for ourselves in completing this important project.
Whatever legislative input, especially this time of the budgetary period that we are here, we as Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in conjunction with our brothers from the House of Representatives, we make all the necessary provision to support the minister.
No reason why we shouldn't get this road done. We promise Nigerians renewed hope. And one of the ways they can see this hope is by coming out of their houses, coming out or getting on the road and seeing quality projects, seeing quality roads.
The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, described this new development as a demonstration of President Tinubu's desire for infrastructure rebirth in Nigeria.
And with the assurance that the Honorable Minister has given us, with the marching orders of Mr. President, we will have a brand new road linking Abuja Federal Capital to Kano. And mind you, there are two things he also mentioned here. One is the increase of the length of the road on the end of the Kano axis, and then the one going to Kogi axis. These were never part of the original design. But Mr. President said, you just cannot have good roads and then it terminates into a bad road. All of them, especially the leg that is entering into Aminu Kano International Airport.
The new contractor is expected to clear the existing worn-out infrastructure and deliver a new one with street lights. From Abuja-Kaduna Highway, Salihu Abdullah Higuanara, NTA News.
Nigeria has activated a new Lassa coalition and governing entity with targets of developing national prevention strategies to combat Lassa fever, a disease of regional and global concern. The Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare will now be working with the West African Health Organization and supports from the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovation on the project. Olusegun Adiagbo reports that the target is to speed up the path to vaccine licensure and to enable future equitable access to doses.
Nigeria is currently experiencing a large outbreak of Lassa fever, recording 9,492 suspected cases in 2024, with 1,154 confirmed and 190 fatalities, with health workers being vulnerable. While case management and therapeutic methods have been the major national approaches in the disease control efforts, Coordinating Minister for Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Ali Pate, provides answers to the question on the essence of Lassa Coalition governing entity.
If we continue in this path, it is conceivable that we may one day have an effective Lassa fever vaccine that can be rolled out to stem this disease. So as a joint effort, the respective countries will make this to fruition. That is the essence of this meeting, and at the end of the day, we have some actionable steps.
Our investments have always been across the region. A lot of the preparatory work that has been done is to understand the epidemiology of Lassa fever.
The goal is for West African nations to lead in health statistics. We are committed to this, especially in managing health crises like epidemics, to ensure that our neighbors do not surpass us in health outcome.
We have a lot of researchers in our institutions. This kind of effort now is supposed to gear them up, stimulate their interest, and government support again. In research work, we can find answers to not only Lassa fever, to other diseases of interest in the country here.
The Lassa governing body entity will provide regional leadership to the coalition with the task of ensuring effective governance and pragmatic delivery for vaccines developers, funders, and member states actively involved in combating the rodent-borne disease. In Abuja, Olusegun Adiagbo, NTA News.
Meanwhile, in the bid to continue to ensure Nigerians receive quality healthcare services, the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare is determined to tackle and eliminate all forms of quackery in the sector. Thomas Secretary reports that the Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, Dr. Adekunle Isiaq Salako, made this announcement during an official visit to the health records.
The provision of quality healthcare services to all Nigerians is a top priority for the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In light of this, Dr. Adekunle Salako, Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, declared a zero-tolerance policy towards quackery. He emphasized the importance of relocating the Health Records Office Registration Board to a permanent office, given the critical role it plays in health records and data management.
When you have somebody who is not qualified, who is not well trained, doesn't have the requisite skill, and is performing what is not supposed to perform, then you put the people that are being attended to, their lives, their welfare, you put it in danger. So it's something that we frown at very well, and that is why we normally take seriously the issues of our regulatory bodies, because it's the regulatory bodies that ensure that the practitioners within all of the professions within the space are well regulated.
The first intervention that actually we need from the Honorable Minister and the government at large is the office accommodation. The Minister has gone around and have seen the office. We are having a serious challenge of space.
The Minister also told the facility of the Health Records Officers Registration Board of Nigeria, reaffirming that the health of Nigerians is a priority for the federal government and promised continued collaboration with stakeholders as well as state and local governments to improve healthcare delivery across the nation. The Minister was also inducted as a fellow of the Health Records Officers Registration Board of Nigeria in Abuja. Thomas Ogbetere, NTA News.
And still talking sports, the Rotary Foundation wants the federal government to redouble efforts towards total eradication of polio in Nigeria with the resurrection of CVPV2 variant. Chinenye Nwoye reports that the Rotary Foundation trustee chairman Mark Daniel Maloney made the appeal while administering oral polio vaccines in Abuja.
Research has shown that polio is among the child killer diseases. Nigeria was declared free from wild polio virus in 2020, but the country is presently facing the challenge of about 92 cases of circulating variant poliovirus type 2, CVPV2, with onset on 30th October 2024 in Bunkere local government area of Kano State, and other cases in Sokoto, Kebbi, Zamfara, Jigawa, and Katsina states. The most notable current global project of the Rotary International is contributing to the global eradication of polio, and this is part of the reasons why the Rotary Foundation trustee chairman, alongside his wife, administered novel oral polio vaccine to children in this health facility at Wuse Central area in Abuja to boost their immunity against the circulating variant polio virus.
We hope that we can see continued focus on polio eradication. We appreciate all that Rotarians are doing and all that the President of Nigeria, the Health Minister, and the various government officials are doing in this regard.
Now the National Immunization Days, which they are planning to have 2 in a year, that will be the whole country, okay? So as of now, we are concentrating in what you call the AIT plus 1 state.
Non-compliance and child absence vaccine rejection, concealment of vaccine rejection through fake finger marking, and inadequate fast cold chain equipment were named as some challenges preventing interruption of the virus. In Abuja, Chinenye Nwoye, NTA News.
We'll take a quick break now. More reports. Stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. Another remarkable achievement has been recorded in advancing agricultural research, innovations and developments at the grassroots. And this follows the inauguration of a new substation of the Institute of Agricultural Research and Training at the Obafemi Awolowo University in Edomo, Kababunu local government area of Kogi State. Jonathan Majali reports that the Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Aliyu Sabi Abdullahi, was represented at the occasion.
With the prevailing challenges arising from high cost of living in the country, it became imperative for government and prominent stakeholders to come up with potent survival strategies, especially in the area of food security and sufficiency. The Institute of Agricultural Research and Training, Obafemi Awolowo University, which has its headquarters in Ibadan, Oyo State, is doing everything possible to live up to expectation in this direction through an enabling environment provided by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. Prominent among the efforts of the institute that is yielding dividends is the establishment of substations in rural areas to foster collaboration with local farmers, extension workers and relevant stakeholders. It was another moment of fulfillment as the institute commissioned the 7th substation in Edomo, Kababunu local government area of Kogi State. New substation, situated on 20 hectares of land, is made up of office complex equipped with a number of critical implements.
The Renew Hope agenda is the drive of and passion of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, and of recent the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is also driving the initiative.
Taking the problem of the people from the grassroots, okay, back to the laboratory to see how to refine it and to bring it back to them in an improved manner. So this is a very laudable event, and we believe and want to pray that we'll have more of this so that we get closer to the people.
IRT has been a very good institute that has been working on agriculture since all these days. Now that we are moving to the North Central, I am very glad that today's event is a successful one.
Efforts are being made to get additional facilities such as modern research laboratories, advanced greenhouses and irrigation system, as well as demonstration plots for best practices, among others. Jonathan Omajali, NTA News.
And still from Kogi State, the government has vowed to prosecute a 40-year-old man, Mr. Elisha Daniel, accused of raping a 3-year-old girl, describing the act as barbaric, stating that the society must not tolerate consciencelessness in the society. Addressing journalists in Lokoja, the Commissioner for Information and Communication, Kingsley Found, emphasized government's commitment to ensuring the suspect faces the full wrath of the law. He noted that Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has issued a firm directive to government officials to collaborate with Nigerian police force to ensure justice is served, and directed the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice to ensure the right legal framework is applied to ensure justice for the little girl and the society at large. He also disclosed that the governor has tasked the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development with providing immediate support to victim to help her recover from the trauma. And now 17 PhD and master's students from the Tsinghua University Journalism and Communication Department specializing in global competence and overseas practice have arrived in Nigeria for a media tour. Led by Professor Zhuang Yuji, the students are exploring Nigerian media houses to gain insights into local media communication practices and philosophies, as well as experience the country's rich culture. Vivian Iziadife reports that the students visited the Nigerian Television Authority headquarters in Abuja, and the Deputy Director of News, Mohammed Ali, took them on a guide tour of the largest network in Africa.
Visit to the Nigerian Television Authority NTA headquarters in Abuja as part of their media tour, accompanied by their lead professor. NTA's Deputy Director of News, Mohammed Ali, received them on behalf of management. He took the students through the history of NTA, highlighting its establishment with the primary aim of promoting national unity, education, and unity among Nigerians.
Multi China, where we have more languages, specialized languages. So we have NTA knowledge, which is for children, only education program only. We have entertainment, which is music, drama, everything. We have NTA sports. This is only sports, 24/7. We have NTA Hausa, NTA Yoruba, NTA Igbo. And then because we are a democracy, we now have NTA Parliament. Yes, for the National Assembly and the states assemblies. You know, every Nigeria will have a democracy that has 3 tiers of government. The federal government, the state government, and the local government. So the state government have state assemblies. So we also take news from the state assembly and put on NTA Parliament. So NTA Parliament is the first and only of its kind in Nigeria.
NTA has over 100 stations spread across the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, producing programs also in local languages to promote national unity and integration.
These stations, we have community stations. We have 109 senatorial districts in Nigeria.
Some of the students visited Nigeria for the first time, asking enthusiastic and insightful questions. They later embarked on a tour of NTA's facilities, expressing delight at their findings.
Only when you come out of your own country, we can learn more about ourselves too. For example, we learn that you are such a diverse country. You have so many different cultural groups. We always think China is diverse, but only when we come here, we realize Nigeria is a country of diversity.
Nigerian media professions thought and their own target for of their work, and for as a media major student, I think that inspired me and to think about what's the goal of the media is, and what should media do for our society.
We know more about Africa and also the global south. Before if we just stay in classroom, we can only know some knowledge from the Western and something about our own country, but only when I step in the real world of Africa, I know your friendliness and your optimism and your professionalism about your career, and that's all my takeaways from this trip.
Tsinghua University, one of China's top universities, was established in 1911 with a journalism and communication department founded in 2002. The visit was a valuable opportunity for the students to gain insight. Into Nigeria's media landscape and cultural heritage. Ifeanyi Zadifi, NTA News.
Now, Nigerian Communication Satellite Netcomsat Limited, in conjunction with global leader in satellite communication, Eutelsat, have announced a groundbreaking multi-year, multi-million-dollar partnership to deliver low Earth orbit satellite services in Nigeria. This strategic agreement positions NEWS24 as Nigeria's leading satellite service provider by leveraging the OneWeb LEO network to deliver high-speed, low-latency connectivity. In a statement by the head corporate affairs department of NEWS24, Aisha Bantam says the services will support the various sectors, including government enterprises and underserved rural areas, with essential applications like remote communication, mobile connectivity, and offshore operations. NEWS24 Managing Director Jane Nkechi Egoton Idehen also stated that this partnership will enable NEWS24 to bridge Nigeria's digital divide through the cutting-edge capabilities of OneWeb satellites. The statement further attests to the strong ties between Nigeria and France in advancing satellites and space technology, in providing capable, reliable connectivity solutions to foster growth across government services, businesses, and communities nationwide. And that concludes the news. Many thanks for being part of it. I am Charles Alpha.